Well, good morning, everyone. How are you today? I'm here. Oops, hold on a second. Okay, I'm back. I went and put a band-aid on my hand because y'all need to look at my cut. Anyway, so here I am today. This fabric, I don't know if you really can see, it's a black with a red in it. It looks almost pink here, but it is kind of like a dark red. But it's weird because this side over here, this is the selvage. And you would think, if it was going to stretch, it would stretch this way. No, this one stretches this way. So to be able to actually use it on me and my frame, I had to cut it along the selvage this way, like when I made a skirt or something, because I definitely didn't want stripes like going across my width. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that pen right here, this one is dull. Probably need to get some new pens. I don't know. Let's just quickly try to pin this thing down and get it cut out so we can get these sewn. I have some of this material. I've always liked it. I had a skirt that I wore with a black jacket and a red blouse when I was in the corporate world. It was fun. It was fun. And then, of course, we all saw that Giorgio Armini had passed. And I don't know if you were fortunate enough to have one of his power suits. I had one. Actually, I had multiples. And I loved them. I loved his clothes, his shoes, everything. I was fortunate enough when I was in Atlanta. Back then, I had really, really, really small feet. And the shoe stores, I've got to move these up. Crap. The shoe stores used to have their samples in size like 5 or 5.5, just so people could, see them. They didn't have, of the expensive shoes, they didn't have big sizes out. And this place that I found when I was in Atlanta, it was a little place in North Atlanta on the north side of the loop. It wasn't up in Roswell, but it was up in that general area. And they used to sell the previous season, I guess. So in the fall, they would sell the summers samples that they had up there that were in size 5, 5.5, because they were out of season, and they would sell them for $5 a pair. So, a lot of times, I guess until I came in there, a lot of those samples used to just sit there. So I was fortunate enough to be able to get a lot of Italian leather shoes at $5 a pair back then. High heels, all the things I definitely cannot wear right now. But those were the quote-unquote glory days, I guess. No. But I don't miss the corporate world at all. So here we go. We are just going to start cutting. Are you waiting on the dark academia stuff to drop for Ellowyne? I am. But, I mean, if you've watched any of my doll sewing, you know that I'm already working on it. And I think this would definitely classify as a dark academia type fabric. Oh, and it's really weird. While this is not taffeta, it is a plastic. It has almost a taffeta sound to it. It definitely it definitely made noise, which is one thing I think my husband hated the most. Oh, and I can't remember when I had my skirt out of this, if I had lined it in red or if I'd lined it in black. I don't know. Might be able to get something for a little one out of that. And also, I'm actually wondering if, do you think Ellowyne could be able to rock this size of print? I don't know. These stripes, the way they are, might be a little. Let's get her out here. She's naked right now, so don't look at her. Stick her. Is that too big of a stripe print thing for her? Could she wear a skirt or pants made out of that? I don't know. What do you think? Let me know. We might give that a try, because I think I have. I don't know if this is the only piece I have of this or not. I did actually want to make Amaya a skirt out of it, you know. Try to do the mini-me type fashions. I do that with actually all my dolls. I dress them the way I dressed. So, don't do that anymore. I'm usually in sweatpants or shorts and t-shirts. Although right now, I do have a sweatshirt jacket on that I'm getting ready to take off because it is a little warm. I'm starting to get, although it's still chilly outside, I'm getting warm. And I'm going to be going over to the sewing machine in just a minute. And which one am I going to use? I'm taking a section that is not going to stretch for the waistband, so the waistband will be going, oh, that kind of shows the color more, I guess. A little bit. Maybe it's not that pink, though, I'll tell you that. But her waistband will probably be going like that, because this doesn't stretch. So, we've got all of this. I'm going to pause and take you over to the sewing machine. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is like assemble the little pocket sections. And I'm actually trying to get the fabric turned the right way. Yeah. This one will go here. And this one will go here. They're not exactly the correct size, but hey, it'll work. There's that. Whoops, I should turn this front down. Man, it's been a long time. And I don't know why, but I thought I would use red thread. Do any of you Janome owners out there have the foot pedal that raises or cuts your thread and all of that? Do you like it? Because I don't necessarily want my threads cut every time I stop. You know what I'm saying? Gotta make sure I do these the right way. So that's one, and the other has to be this way, right? Yep. Okay. That's right. Okay. There is a dart in the back, which I'm going to take my pen out and not cut through my pen. And just like the last time, I cut it. Okay, and now I am going to sew these. I have to make sure I get the right sides. Okay, I think I can do this now. Hopefully the background noise is gone. Okay, so I think I got it on the right side. We're gonna sew this other one. Where's the start? My cat Momo may make an appearance. He just walked in. Maybe, maybe not. There's no telling with him if he's going to show his face or not. Okay. That'll be alright. Now, I should have probably already had this unpinned, but I didn't think about that. One thing I guess I can go ahead and do is sew the backs together, because these are going to close in the front. Oh, come on. Oh. Yep. Don't have my glasses on either, but they were on my head, so Yeah. My sewing life sometimes, I tell you. Of course, I'm sure you probably had sewing days like that. Trying to get it where I can see all the stitches. I guess it's good that I did use this dark red or burgundy thread instead of black, because I don't think I would have been able to see black on this stuff. Jeez. Oh, wow. Let's see if I can pull that one out. Cut it out. Cut it off. And unfortunately, I guess I'm going to have to leave my seam ripper close by. Yeah, after yesterday, man. Or Saturday. No, it was Sunday. When I finished my quilt top. Oh my goodness. I'm going to pause while I press this. Okay. So we have that on. And we have I gotta look at this and get it the right way. What in the heck? I'm a dodo this morning. Jesus. Like I said, it's been a long time since I've sewn pockets. I'm gonna pause. Okay. I think I got this one right. Let's get it lined up here and sew this sucker on. I cannot believe I did that. Yeah, I can. Let's not kid ourselves. Where are my scissors? Oh, they're under the pants, the back. So when I turn this over, I will need to press this and then top stitch. So let me get the other one on. Oh, I have to undo it. Let me pause you again. Okay. I finally got this one done too. Now, let's get this one pressed, or sewn, and then we'll go over and try to get them pressed. I can get it lined up. Jeez. Okay. Let me press. Okay, this fabric is not the best at pressing, that's for dang sure. And let's see. Not too bad on that top stitching right there. Let's see if I can get the other one. Now, let's see. We will sew one side together. Oops. And I cut one leg way longer than the other. And that's why I love this walking fit. Far enough. I'm going to give it a quick press. Okay, and we'll get this last one done. On this, the outer side anyway. Now, I should put the waistband on and pray and hope that it fits, right? Let's see. How big? Ooh, these might be a little big. Well, we're gonna just do it anyway. Let's see. Oh well, they might be big. Okay. And that's not gonna work. Thank goodness I got enough. We gotta get this centered. Run it in this way. Do you ever have it when you try to do something that you're filming and it just screws up every day? Damn it. It's hating me today. We are just going to run it through over here. There we go. I should have left enough to get the feed dogs in. Okay. Or not. I'm just going with it. And we are going to sew this on. At least we hope we are, right? And I'm going to set my needle down in here. That way I can manipulate this. Boy, I almost cut it close. Too close. Not too bad. And I know this is going to be turned a little bit. So, let's see. Whoops, I have not done the hems. Hold on. Well, I guess it's a good thing I had that thing on pause. I thought I hit record. I don't know. It's been a wild trip on these pants, that's for sure. And I guess it's a good thing you didn't hear all of that. But let's turn them inside out, and then we're going to go actually try these on Amaya and see how they fit. And then I'll determine what I'm going to do with this waistband, how I'm going to close it. If I'm going to put a button or what. So hold on. Well, there they are. And they do fit. And like I said, I've got to figure out how I'm going to close this waistband. Hold on. So, yeah, here they are. I get to figure out what I'm going to do with the waistband now. But, yeah, I like them. And it kind of goes with that gray turtleneck. I might have to find some black. I didn't put her shoes back on. But, yeah, not too terrible for a day of cluster. Anyway, hope your sewing day is going a lot better than mine is. I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.